never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida, proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
All right, welcome back. Hi, DT along with you. As had a chance to talk Lyman Raider volleyball first coach Sarah Montgomery as we were looking at the lineup. I mean, by and large, I mean, there is I think it was two. Yeah, there's two seniors in the on the roster. I mean, you're seeing a lot of sophomore, freshman, sophomore, freshman, junior, freshman, sophomore. They're young, and they had a big team, and they had a solid club last year, and it's kind of on the rebuild. And with looking at the competition that they've got coming up after the Chargers tonight, coming up on the 21st on Saturday, they're at Bennett County, who's 8-1 on the year. They're at Wall on the 24th. Wall's 2-4 in the season. And then they take on Lower Brule at Lower Brule on the 1st of October, and they've got some stiff competition coming up. Coach Montgomery is just looking for consistency from her team, and to look to try to build off of the competition that they have faced so far, and she's hoping to find the right mix coming up tonight. Of course, one of the mainstays in that lineup would be junior Mac Scott, Mac, a 6-foot junior, number 11, as she's kind of one of the floor leaders here on the night. She's going to be setting here tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how she attacks the net. And for the Chargers, and what are they going to do, because their lineup has been changed. And we're going to go over that coming up in just a minute. We'll talk Sully Butte's volleyball with thoughts from Coach Brielle Boley. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com pregame show being made possible by Bankwest Oneida. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Back in 3.
Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle, 605-280-8710 or Tony, 605-280-4771.
Oahe Electric delivers high-quality, low-cost electric service to their local member owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, they are committed to meeting the highest standards of customer satisfaction. Oahe Electric does business with accountability, integrity, innovation, and commitment to the community. As an electric co-op, they are part of America's most trusted network of high-quality energy providers. Oahe Electric wants to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck in tonight's game. Let's light up the competition.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Access Health Oneida welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluation for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Wishing the Sully Butte Chargers good luck this season from Access Health Oneida, assuring access to quality health care.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
All right, welcome back, everybody. As the Chargers are on the main court right now, getting warmed up and ready to go. They didn't have a lot of luck last week, and it's time to turn things around. Coach Boley was saying that there's just too many mistakes between the ears, and she said that her team is better than what the record indicates, and so. But it has to start showing up on the court here, and as we're getting about over a third of the way through the schedule here now, and the Chargers have got to start showing up and doing the fundamentals, getting those things right. And that's some of the practice that they've had. That's some of the things they covered in practice this week. So they're hoping that a few days off to be able to work in the gym will pay off here tonight. They also have a change in the lineup, as it was normally in the lineup, Annalise Van Zee. Now, I believe I saw Annalise back here, but she had to go to the doctor today. Has been dealing with some shoulder pain, so not a good thing when you're going up for the swing and the kill shots. So I believe they're going to be without her services tonight. We'll see. And as the team, oh no, she is out. She's out on there. She is out on the court, but she's just over on the warm-up side, helping shag balls and play at the net. But for the Chargers, Coach Boley said it starts tonight against a team where the Chargers, if they cut down on the stakes, they got a pretty good shot. We'll see if it happens. We'll be back in 2 minutes to give you the starting lineups. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Pre-game show made possible by Bankwest Oneida. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Back in 2 minutes.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Butte Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Butte Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provides a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at that starting lineup first off for the Lyman Raiders. Starting off on the starting six, Kenzie Wagner. Kenzie, a 5'7" sophomore, number 2, Kenzie Wagner. Jordan Scott. Jordan, a 5'10" middle hitter, a freshman, number 3, Jordan Scott. There's Brooke Montgomery. Brooke, a 5'4" outside hitter, a sophomore, number 6, Brooke Montgomery. Brooke Palmer, a 5'7" senior outside hitter, number 7, Brooke Palmer. There's Mesa Garnos. Mesa, a 5'8", a middle hitter, a junior, number 10, Mesa Garnos. Max Scott, of course, Mac, a 6 foot. She's setter tonight. She's a junior, number 11, Max Scott. And then the libero is a Morgan Hoffman. Morgan, a 5'5" senior, number 1, Morgan Hoffman. That starting lineup again tonight for the Lyman Raiders is Wagner, Jordan Scott, Montgomery, Palmer, Garnos, Max Scott, and the libero is Morgan Hoffman. As the Raiders coming in at 3-7 on the year, coached by Sarah Montgomery, assisted by Renee Thomas. Now for the Sully Buttes Chargers, starting off on the floor will be Olivia Olson. Olivia, a 5'6" senior, number 1, Olivia Olson. Berkeley Burney, a 5'4", a setter, 5'4" junior, number 6, Berkeley Burney. Madison Bradbury. Madison, a 5'11" middle hitter, a junior, number 7, Madison Bradbury. Jaden Yeager. Jaden, a 5'8" outside hitter, a junior, number 10, Jaden Yeager. We have Paige Bacher. Paige, a 5'11" right side hitter, a senior, number 17, Paige Bacher. And Scotland Kinney getting in the lineup tonight, the starter. Scotland, a 5'11" junior, number 18, Scotland Kinney. The libero is Kateri Yellowhawk. Kateri, a 5'6" outside hitter, junior, number 3, Kateri Yellowhawk. That starting lineup again, it is Olson, Burney, Bradbury, Yeager, Bacher, Kinney, and the libero is Yellowhawk. Chargers coming in at 2-10 on the year, coached by Brielle Boley, assisted by Katie Steyer. When we come back, we'll get ready to go for the Koenig first serve. You're listening to Sully Buttes Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com, KLXS Pierre. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Brett's Spray Service in Oneida wants to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck. For 24 years, Brett's Spray Service has offered Oneida and the surrounding area first-rate, dependable service. Good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers from Jane, Terry, Peggy, and Gavin at Brett's Spray Service in Oneida.
Score big on your next vehicle vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Like two peas in a pod, some things are just better together. And that is why chiropractic and acupuncture go hand in hand to reduce stress, peak performance, and maximize wellness. Whether you're cheering from the stands or scoring the points, your body needs to recharge and reset between games. Let acupuncture and chiropractic help carry you through the season. Shared care with Dr. Jess and Dr. Allie is a sure way to secure a victory. Stop in and see us on Main Street in Oneida or call to schedule today, 258-2626, 258-2626.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 2 120-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
All right, there we go. I've got Alan Burney is manning the camera here tonight, right next to me. DT Meyer along with you at the gym in Oneida, as it is volleyball action coming up here on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. Our next broadcast for volleyball action will be next Thursday night. Chargers at home taking on Sunshine Bible Academy. Our next Charger Sports broadcast is tomorrow night. Always a tough one. Chargers heading up to Hoven to take on the mighty Potter County Battlers. It doesn't matter if one team's undefeated and the other one is trying to look for their first win. These two teams hook up. It's always a dogfight, to be sure. And you can catch that tomorrow night. Coverage starting at 7 o'clock for the kick, 6:40 pregame here on Country 95.3. And listen after the game for the Country 95.3 Colson Farms Unsung Hero Award, where we pick a Charger athlete who works hard and makes a difference. And Colson Farms works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. And then the Yackley Wrenches play of the game as we get underway with the first serve, as the Chargers start off with it. The Raiders get it orchid over to the right side for an up and over. Center hit now goes from Burney. No, check that, from Bradbury, and the Chargers let that one go. They called it out, but some of the players called it out, and the Chargers let it drop, and it fell in. And the Raiders take the first point, 1-0 here now, as back to serve for the Raiders, hitting it away. That was number 7, Brooke Palmer. Chargers get it across at the net. Good play at the net there for Bradbury. Burney sets up the left side for the hit. Kinney gets it across. The left side attack and hit across from deep front row for the Raiders. As it comes up, Bradbury gets another good shot in. Raiders get it over on the right side. Scott will push it across. Chargers back row pass forward. Burney for the setup. Left side kill shot on the Chargers. It goes out. Raiders get the point as Paige Bacher hits it over from the left side and drove it out of the back of the court. 2-0 Lyman. Raiders. Chargers get the serve receive. Bradbury goes for the kill shot, gets it. Madison for the kill, gets the Chargers on the board. 2-1 is our score. As back to serve now for Sully Buttes, that will be Kateri Yellowhawk. The libero will step back in the service position. The line judges, let's see, we have Mary Seek and also Lynn Seffner. Manning it to tonight, the back row for the Raiders. They get it as Hoffman got it, and then third hit comes across to the back row. Chargers work it forward. Burney for the setup on the left side, and the shot goes across, but the Raiders work it up and over, back up and out, and Good net play on that side. That is by Kinney, and the Chargers tied up here at 2 apiece as Scotland was front right, and we're tied here at 2 apiece as Yellowhawk goes back for the serve, hits away, popped up, and ace on the play for Kateri. Kateri Yellowhawk gets the ace, and it gives the Chargers the lead, 3-2 now. As the up official gets the whistle away. Ooh, hits it into the net, service error. 3-3 our score, and the first service error of the set here for the Chargers. Best of 5. Charger girls lost in the third set tiebreaker in the JV match, 2-1, 15-13 I believe is the score. Raiders with the serve, driving it across for Lyman was Wagner. Chargers get it, goes for the kill shot. Bacher for the kill, and the Chargers retake the lead 4-3 as Paige Bacher gets up and puts that shot down in front of the back row. Voorhees in now for the Chargers, checks back into the service position. Step, stride, strike, going for the side. Raiders are there. Wagner works it forward to get it back in. Pushed across by Lyman. It's on the right side. Chargers work it back in. Olsen will push it to the back row of Lyman. Scott sets up the center net attack. Blocked at the net. Good shot on the play, and that's going to be Olivia Olsen. And 5-3 now is our score. Sully Buttes with the lead in set number 1. Voorhees awaits a whistle, gets it. Hits away. Good dig out on the play by Montgomery, the libero. Hit across by the Raiders. Chargers in the back row, working it forward. Goes to the back row as Yellowhawk tries to hit it across, and a mishit on the play by the Chargers gives the Raiders the point. 5-4 is our score. As the Raiders head back here now, back to serve will be number, looks like let's see, the Raiders get the ball over and get it across as play is up and underway. Scott sets it up. That's going to be tough at the net. Chargers working across, up and over. Good play at the net by Bacher. And it is now 6-4. Sully Buttes as Bacher gets the kill shot. Back here for the serve now is Bacher. Page sets up as the Chargers lead in the first set 6-4. Good dig out in the back row by the Raiders. Montgomery trying to pop it over. That was Garnos, and Garnos couldn't get a clean hit on it. Chargers are front 7-4 now in this first set. As the whistle, driven to the back row. Hoffman, the libero, works it forward. Raiders push it across the back corner. Chargers working forward. Olsen goes for the back corner. Raiders get under it. Tipped across by the Raiders, and the Chargers got a tip on it as it came across. It went to the back row, but they couldn't get under it to develop a shot, and the Raiders get the point. 7-5 is our score. It's a good tip at the net by Scott. Back to serve for the Raiders. Number 3, Jordan Scott. Left-hander. Shot up. Bernie comes over for the set. Kateri Yellowhawk shot down the line, and the Raiders get it. They work it over to the right side. Left side. They work it over to the back corner. Chargers with it. Popped up in the back row. Tipped. Set up on the play, and they'll call the they'll give the Raiders the point as Brooke Palmer. Brooke Palmer got the shot, and it's 7-6 now. Sully Buttes by 1. Jordan Scott with the serve to the back row. Chargers work it over, and that ball goes out. It fell along the line. It grabbed the net, but didn't drop in and went out of bounds on the Raiders side. Lyman point, and we're knotted up at 7 apiece. Scott holding serve. Jordan hits away. Popped up on the play. Chargers get under it. Yellowhawk goes for the kill shot. Hits it into the net. Another unforced error. 8-7 now. Lyman with the lead. Jordan Scott's got a rally going for the Raiders here with 4 points. Line drive screamer comes across. Bernie gets it over, and the shot passed up front. It went off of the ceiling, and Chargers couldn't get under it and settle down. Now they trail by 2. 9-7 is our score. Lyman with the lead. Raiders with the serve, and freshman, 5'10" freshman Jordan Scott back in the service position. Left-handed serve. Screamer into the net. 9-8 now. is the score after the Raiders had a service error. Chargers ready for the serve. Olivia Olsen back to serve. The senior hits away to the back row. Popped up on the play by Hoffman. Work it forward. The Raiders work it up and over. Could not get a shot on it, and it's now 9-9. Sully Buttes and Lyman. The Chargers rally to tie it back up again. Senior for the Chargers, Olivia Olsen, drives it to the back corner. Popped up on the play. Raiders had a miscommunication in the back row. 10-9 now. Chargers out front by 1 here. Olsen kind of changes sides, comes over to the left side for the serve. Pop forward by Hoffman. No front communication by the Raiders. Gives Sully Buttes the point. 11-9 now. Both these teams are. Sometimes it can be a communication issue, and right now Lyman is looking for that communication from the front and back row. Serve by Olsen once again. Max Scott sets up Palmer. Palmer goes for the kill. Good dig out in the back row by Olsen. Hit across on the play by Bradbury. Raiders get it. They push it over to the back row as Tawny Yellowhawk gets it up to the front row. Chargers hit it into the net. And it will be the Raider point at 11-10 now. Chargers by 1 as the Chargers got it forward here, but another unforced error by Sully Buttes. Tipped and came across an ace on the play by the Raiders on the serve. That'll be by Max Scott. That thing just grazed the net and dropped over in front of the back row, and we're knotted up here at 11 apiece in set number 1 on this best of 5. Max Scott drives it across, dug out on the play, and that one was out. Point for the Raiders, but the Chargers played it anyway, got a hand on it, but that one was diving out. No communication on the Chargers side this time. Got to have the front line and the back teammates letting them know where it's going, as that one just flies over everybody and goes out of the back of the court, and we're tied at 12 apiece here now as the second service error for the Raiders. As Kinney checks into the front row, Voorhees will check out. And service on the way, that is from Bernie. Scott sets up, cross quarter over, down, good for the point. Kenzie Wagner does a cross quarter and gets it into the back corner, and the Raiders retake the lead now. 13-12 is our score. Number 1, Morgan Hoffman, the 5'5" senior, the libero for the Raiders. Serve away, gets it in front, ace on the play by the libero. And it's a 2-point lead now for the Raiders, 14-12. Dropped it in, Chargers are there ready for it this time. Yeager for the kill shot, dug out and hit across by the Raiders. Bradbury goes for the kill shot and goes to the back row. Raiders work it forward. They go for the back row. Down for the Raider point as the Chargers let that one drop. 15-12 is our score. Timeout on the court. We'll take a 30 and come on back. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 30 seconds.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Butte Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Butte Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
Tomorrow night, Sully Butte Chargers on the road, football action. They are in Hoven for the Hoven homecoming, taking on the mighty Potter County Battlers. And the 7 o'clock kick, 6:40 pregame here on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Wi-Fi service permitting, that is. As Hoffman ready to serve the Raiders up front now by 3, 15-12 our score. Chargers cleared off the net. Bradbury goes for the kill shot and gets it. And 15-13 now our score. It is Lyman by 2 over Sully Buttes. And as Tawny Yellowhawk checks out for the Chargers, back to serve will be Yeager. Jaden for the Chargers gets the whistle, drives it back. Drives it out of the back of the court. Service error. 16-13. Chargers' second service error of the match. He really got a hold of that bad boy. Drove that one hard. 16-13 now. Lyman with the 3-point lead. Chargers receive. They work it forward. Bernie for the setup to block to Bacher. Kill shot. Paige Bacher for the kill. Her third of the set. 16-14 now. Lyman leading Sully Buttes by 2. As Yellowhawk goes back to serve. Kateri Yellowhawk. It's away, skims the net. Good dig out by the Raiders. They work it over to the right side for the hit. A cross popped up. And Chargers had kind of a bad hit from the back row. And second and third hit was unavailable. And it's a hitting error. Fourth of the set. 17-14 now. Lyman by 3 over Sully Buttes. Back to serve. Number 2, Kenzie Wagner. Wagner drives it out. And service error. The teams exchange service errors. And it's now 17-15. Tight set, tight first set. Chargers trail by 2, and they have the serve as Voorhees checks in. And Sheridan service away, skims that one shot across. Good dig out on the play by Hoffman as the Raiders work it across. Bacher receives, pushed across by the Raiders, and the Chargers work it over to Bacher for the kill shot. Dug out on the play. And that one went up and hit the support, one of the beams going across. 17-16 on the Raiders side. They drop in for the Sully Buttes point now. Lyman by 1. Voorhees looking for the tie as she gets ready for the serve. Drives it over forward by Hoffman. And the Chargers do a good job blocking at the net. That was Olivia Olson. Nice net play for Olivia, and it's all tied at 17 apiece. Voorhees holding serve here for the Chargers. Hoffman receives, back row to libero for the Raiders. They work it over, and a kill shot took off from Brooke Montgomery. Montgomery's shot sailed out of the back of the court. Chargers retake the lead now, 18-17, our score. Chargers out front by 1 as Voorhees trying to keep it rally going. Good, once again, a good serve. And the shot that was hit by the Raiders went up and hit off of the ceiling and went over for the Charger point. 19-17 now. And Voorhees is trying to keep things going here. Looking for the 5 points and counting from the service position. Pop up. Hoffman works it forward. Center net attack pushed out. Chargers get under it. Bernie for the bump as Bacher goes for the tip. And good dig out on the play by the Raiders. Voorhees underneath it. Pushed across by the Chargers. Raiders work it over center net attack. Popped up from the back row. Bernie comes over for the setup. And shot. Good block at the net by Scott. 19-17 now. 19-18 make that as the Raiders blocked the Bacher shot as Max Scott watching that, patrolling that front net, and pulls the Raiders to within 1. Serving now for Lyman is number 6, Brooke Montgomery. Oh, ace on the play by Montgomery. And we are tied at 19 apiece in this first set. Montgomery gets the whistle. Serves center back row. Drives it across and drives it out. 20-19. Service error by the Raiders. That is their third of the set. And the Chargers have retaken the lead, 20-19. Bacher back for the serve now for Sully Buttes. Hits away, pop forward on the play. Working over for the right side attack. Kill shot on the play by Jordan Scott. Gets the kill and ties it back up here at 20 apiece in this first set. Bacher checks out as Tani Yellowhawk will come in now into the back row. It's line drive, pop forward. And Yellowhawk's hit went right into the up official, and the Raiders retake the lead now, 21-20, late in this first set. Tight first set it is. Jordan Scott back for the serve for the Raiders. Pop forward, could be trouble going across, and it does come across. And kill shot on the play by Max Scott gets the kill, and 22-20 now. Lyman has taken a 2-point lead here in this first set. Timeout on the court. We'll take a 30 and come on back. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
After the Charger timeout, they trail now. They trail 22-20. Raiders with the serve. Just skims across. Chargers get under it as they go to Yeager for the tip. Gets the tip. Gets it over the front, the right side, or the left side block. 22-21 now. Lyman by 1. Chargers back in the service position. That's Olsen going back as Olivia gets the whistle. Drives it to the back row. Pop forward. That's going to be trouble at the net. Popped off. And point for the Chargers. Bradbury got the kill on the play. 22-22. We are tied up here in the first set. Olsen back in service position. Service error. 23-22. A late mistake by the Chargers. That'll be their third service error of the set. And they trail now 23-22. Max Scott going back to serve now for the Raiders. She's got those line drive screamers. Back row better be ready to receive. Coming out, dug out on the play by Voorhees. Passed across to Yeager. She'll tip it across. Raiders get it to the back row. Comes across on the second hit for the back row by the Raiders. Chargers with it, center net as Bradbury goes for the shot and gets it. And we're tied back up at 23. As it'll be Bernie back to serve now, and checking out will be Voorhees as Kinney into the front row. Berkeley Bernie, the junior, readies the serve. As a hit away, popped up on the play in the back row by the Raiders. Max Scott comes over for the set as a good dig out on the play in the back row by Olsen. Chargers under it as Kinney sets up Yeager. They get the shot across. Raiders dig it out. They work for that left side attack. Hit into the net. Lyman point, 24-23. Raiders now 1 point away from taking this first set. Back to serve will be Morgan Hoffman, the senior libero. The up official is calling a rotational error on the Raiders. 24-24, a costly technical mistake. The Chargers get the serve all knotted up at 24 apiece. As it will be Yeager getting ready for the serve here for the Chargers. Front row will be Kenny, Bradbury, and Bacher for Sully Buttes. Down official checking the rotation. And Yeager gets the serve. Drives out the Raiders. Hits into Olsen. Olivia couldn't get out of the way of that one. It goes out 25-24 now. Raiders get that point, and Olivia ran right into it. Tried to get away from it, but it hit her body. It was out of bounds, but the Raiders now going for the clinching point in set one. They get the ace and take that first set. 26-24, our score. And when we come back, we'll take a look at that first set, get ready for the second set. That comes your way in 90 seconds. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, KLXS Pier, back in 90 seconds.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities, and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
The Corner in Oneida reminds you they're open after the game for your snack and beverage needs. From hot stuffed pizzas and roasted chicken to wraps, salads, burgers, and much more. They also carry a large variety of beverages to quench your thirst. The Corner in Oneida has it all, and you'll find plenty of specials throughout the store. Remember, the Corner is open for your convenience after the game. Call ahead for orders. Bus is always welcome. The Corner in Oneida, 258-2400, 258-2400.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
As we take a look, I mean, this was a nip and tuck first set, 3-point lead for the Chargers, probably about one of their biggest. As the Raiders, their biggest was about a 3-pointer as well, and yeah, it came right down to it here, and a couple of mistakes right at the very end. As let's see, okay, yeah, we're getting ready to roll.
Unless you can make it zoom out farther,
and as we get ready to roll, the Raiders will serve away. Palmer with the serve. Chargers receive, popped up, hit on the side. Chargers get it back in the court, work it over and across. Raiders now set for the right side attack and get the point at the net for the first point of set number 2. 1-0 is our score. Good to go. Okay. As the Raiders with the serve, Chargers to the back row, pop this forward. Good pass forward this time as Bradbury goes for the tip across. Raiders get the second hit on it and a third hit, popped up and across by Bernie. Raiders work it, now go for the center net attack. Chargers in the back row on the receive, work it forward, center net attack to Bradbury. Good dig out in the back row by the Raiders as they hit it over to the left side, hit across. Underneath, Bradbury receives. Bernie for the setup to Bacher, gets the kill shot. As Page with the kill. And we're tied up here at 1 apiece. Good volley back and forth between both teams. Bradbury checks out and Yellowhawk checks in. Kateri, the libero for the Chargers, will go back into service position. Knotted up at 1 apiece. Chargers down 1-0 after losing the first one 26-24. Raiders receive. They work it over on the third hit as Yellowhawk passes forward. Bernie backsets to Kinney. Hits it into the net. Hitting air on the Chargers. 2-1 now. Raiders with the lead. Back to serve for Lyman is number 2, Kenzie Wagner. Wagner gets a whistle, drives into the back row. Yeager forward. That's going to be tough at the net. And now Kinney tips it across just at the net and gets the Charger point. And we're tied up here at 2 apiece. As the Chargers will get ready for the serve. Voorhees will check in to the service row as Kinney will check out. And Sheridan gets the whistle. Hits away to the back row, received by Palmer. Center net attack on the play, kill shot by Jordan Scott, gets the kill and gives the Raiders the point. 3-2 our score. Lyman by 1 here in the second set. They lead 1-0. Back to serve for the Raiders. Number 6, Brooke Montgomery hits it into the net. Service error, 3-3. That'll be the first service error of the set and fourth of the match for the Raiders. Lyman gets it and serves it as they get for the tip over. Chargers at the net. Good play by Olivia Olson on that one. 4-3 now. Chargers after Olivia tipped it across the and it was hit soft enough. Lyman couldn't get it under control. 4-3 our score. Bacher with the serve smashes one out and an ace on the play for Page. And it is 5-3 now. Sully Buttes. Bacher holding serve, the senior for the Chargers. To back row, pop forward by Hoffman. Pass over for the left side for the attack. Chargers get under it. Bernie for the setup to Yeager, goes for the tip. Raiders get under it, and that one goes out. Point, Sully Buttes now, 6-3 our score. Bacher gets the whistle. Driven to the back row, Hoffman receives again. Max Scott sets up as the Raiders try to push it to the back corner. Chargers are there. Bernie sets up center net as Olsen goes for the back corner. Palmer under in the back row for the Raiders. Working over Max Scott and will bump it blindly across. It goes to the back row. Chargers receive. Yeager goes for the tip. And the Raiders get it across. somehow, some way, as they'll call the Chargers in the net. They're going to say a do-over. I think they had 2 players in the net, one via both sides. So a redo on the play. So score remains 6-3 as Bacher gets ready for the serve. As Page gets it. Whoa, man! Ace on the play by Bacher. And the Chargers lead now 7-3. And that one came screaming up front, and it got a Raider player in the eye. And that was Mesa Garnos, but she's out there hanging in there. Okay. Raiders receive on the serve. Bumped across on the play by Jordan Scott. Chargers working forward. Bernie for the setup. Center net Olsen. Block at the net by Max Scott. 7-4 now our score. Sully Buttes by 3. As number 3, Jordan Scott, the freshman, will go back for the serve. Hits away. Popped up on the play. That ate up the back row of the Chargers. 7-5. The miss hit on the play by Sully Buttes. 7-5 is our score. Scott, let's see where she picks out to go. She'll go back same center. Drives it into the net. 8-5 service error on the Raiders. Their 5th of the match and 2nd of the set. Chargers up front by 3, 8-5. Olivia Olsen, the senior, back to serve for the Chargers now. Drives it to the back row, popped up on the play by the Raiders. They work it over for that left side attack, hit across by Palmer. Good dig out by Tani Yellowhawk, but it drives out and goes out of the court. Chargers can't get a second controlling hit on it. Raiders get the point, 8-6 now. Chargers do 1 step forward, 1 step back, and staying in the same position. Max got back to serve for the Raiders. Now jump serve away, drives that one out, drives it on the back of the court. And service error as Chargers lead 9-6 now after the Raiders service error on the play. It's Bernie for the serve for the Chargers, and the Raiders a miss hit on the play by Lyman now gives the Chargers the lead 10-6 in this second set. Back to serve is Bernie. Berkeley for the Chargers gets the whistle, drives it across, pop forward on the play. Max Scott will do the quick tip across, gets the quick tip and gets the point. Chargers had open court on the side there, and Scott found it and drops it in for the Raider point, and they get the serve 10-7, trailing by 3 as Hoffman, the senior libero for the Raiders, arcs one across. Bernie gets under it after the hit from the back row as Kinney will push it across. The Raiders receive. They go for the back row and down for the Raider point. As the hit across from center net by Wagner, and it's now 10-8. Lyman trails by 2. Hoffman holding serve, drives it into the net. 11-8. Another service error for the Raiders. Chargers will go back for the serve as Jaden Yeager now, the junior for the Chargers, gets the whistle, drives it back and hits out of the back of the court off of the ace on the play there for Yeager, for Jaden. And it's 12-8 now, Sully Buttes. In set number 2, they trail 1-0. Raiders took that first set 26-24. Tight match thus far. Raiders on the receive, popped up as they get it under control, popped across on the play as Bradbury once again center net hits it up and across and over. Chargers lead is 5, 13-8. That's probably one of the biggest leads of the match thus far for either team. 13-8. Sully Buttes, Yeager with the serve. Back row dugout on the play by Hoffman. Raiders get it back in the court and bumped across on the play by Palmer. Chargers work it, tipped over, and they'll call the Raiders in the net. And the Chargers get the point, 14-8. Yeager holding serve. Jaden for the Chargers. We've got a timeout on the court. 14-8. We'll take a 30-second break and come on back. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitnerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitner Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
Tomorrow night, football action. Football Friday night on Country 95.3. Sully Buttes on the road. Taking on the Potter County Battlers. This is the Hoven homecoming. Chargers will be up on the Hoven field. They were there last year, and it did not go well for them. Can they turn that around? I'm sure the Battlers will have something to say about it. 7 o'clock scheduled kick, 6:40 pregame here on Country 95.3. Back underway here now as Yeager with the serve. Raiders receive. They set up for the center net attack, and down for the point as Wagner hit it to the back row, and that just caught inside the line. 14-9 now our score. Chargers back by out front by 5. Back to serve now is Palmer. Brook, 5'7" senior. It's away, popped up by Bacher. That's going to be tough off the rafters as Bacher goes for the tip. Raiders get under it, pop it up, and it'll be bumped across. Free ball, and it grabs the net and drops down on the Chargers side. Not much they can do about that. 14-10 as it grabbed the net, just paralleled it right down to the floor. 14-10. Chargers. Raiders with that serve as they cleared off the net. Bacher hits it back. Popped up on the play from the back row by Palmer. Max Scott passes it over. Hit across by Hoffman. Olsen is there on the receive. Bernie for the bump from the back row. Yeager goes for the kill shot. Hits that one into the net. Unforced error. 14-11 now. Chargers are frittering their opportunities away. Now leading by 3. And the Raiders are happy to oblige by taking those points. Chargers work it forward on the receive. They get it center net to Kinney. Blocked at the net by Jordan Scott. Gets the block and the Raider point. 14-12 now, and it is slipping away for the Chargers. They set up for serve receive. Jump serve on the way. Dug out by Yeager. Bernie for the set. Bradbury goes for the kill shot. Drives it out of the back of the court. And they're hitting air. 14-13. And the Chargers led once by 9. That lead is down to 1. Good dig out on the play on the receive there as the Raiders had a good serve. Down for the kill shot by Bacher. Page goes down the line and gets it for the Charger point. 15-13 now. Chargers needed that rally. Can they build from it? We'll see. Kateri Yellowhawk checks back in as Bradbury goes to the bench as Yellowhawk hits it out to the back row. Raiders are there and out to do a blind bump across. Bernie under it as Kinney goes for the kill shot. Palmer receives. They work it tough to the net. Bernie receives, passing it forward. Bacher goes for the kill shot, drives it out of the back of the court. 15-14. Chargers, another hitting error on Sully Buttes. Makes it 5th of the set. Popped out. Wow, that one on that serve, it just went over the Chargers, just got it across. Yellowhawk receives a shot from the back row. Chargers work it over. Raiders get under it, hit it across. Bernie for the receive forward as they get it to Olsen. Olivia shot blocked at the center net by Jordan Scott, and it's 15-15 now. Raiders have come back to tie this one up. Timeout on the court. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
We play to win, which led to being named the most innovative food company of 2021. For over 30 years, we have worked to develop the highest quality peas for plant-based protein on the market, which is sourced from several South Dakota farmers. Our alliance with farmers allows us to build a safe and secure food supply in the United States. Join our Herald production team and make moves, because at Purist, it's not just a job, it's a career. Apply online, PURIS.com. Purist, born and bred in the USA.
Next Thursday, 1 week from tonight, the Chargers back at home, taking on Sunshine Bible Academy. That's our next volleyball broadcast here on Country 95.3. Hope you'll be able to join us for that 1 week from tonight as the Crusaders come into town. Right now, we're knotted up at 15 apiece here in the second set. Lyman, the Raiders took the first set 26-24, and it's been pretty much a tight match all night long here. As back to serve for the Raiders now, getting the whistle. That is Kenzie Wagner. Chargers on the receive. Bad first hit. Chargers get it. Bacher will bump it across. As the Raiders work it over, they push it across and blocked at the Raiders. Tip it up and over the Chargers block and get the point and retake the lead now, 16-15. Ready to serve. Yellowhawk forward. Kinney for the setup. Olsen goes for the back corner for the Chargers, but the Raiders are there. They work it over center net attack. Kill shot on the play by Jordan Scott. Jordan, her third kill of the set and fourth of the match. 17-15. Raiders back out front by 2. (17 serving 15). Chargers get under it and dig it off of the net. Bumped across, no. And Chargers looked a little discombobulated, out of sync, out of place. And they're down by 3 now, 18-15 in the second set. Holding serve is Wagner, drives it out of the back of the court. Chargers smartly get away from it and trail now by 2, 18-16. And that will be the 8th service error of the match thus far for the Raiders. 18-16 our score. Chargers trail by 2. Back to serve is Voorhees for Sully Buttes. As Sheridan hits away. Forward by the Raiders from the back row. Back set, they go for the tip. Popped up, and can they get it over? And it do. No, they'll say the Chargers had an illegal hit. 19-16. Raiders by 3. As number 6, Brooke Montgomery with the serve. Popped up forward by Voorhees. They hit it over to Bacher. Page tries to cross court it. And the Chargers will get the point as the Raiders went into the net. 19-17 now. Can Sully Buttes do anything with this advantage, this serve advantage? They trail by 2, 19-17. Bacher for the serve. Raiders receive. That's going to be tough at the net. And Max Scott gets the tip and up and over for the Raider point. Chargers had it at the net but couldn't get a second hit on it. And they trail now once again by 3, 20-17. Lyman with the lead. Jordan Scott for the serve. Hits it out. Ace on the play. Jordan Scott. Chargers caught flat-footed in the back row. Now 21-17. Lyman. And there is another timeout on the court. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
This week, the Charger football team will be on the road. They're going to be they'll be at Hoven for Potter County as it is their homecoming the following week. Next Thursday, Chargers back at home as they'll be hosting the mighty Faulkton Trojans as that'll be on the 27th of September. Here now, our score is 21-17. Lyman with the lead. The Raiders serve and pushed across on the play. And Chargers couldn't get a third hit on it as Max Scott hit it over, and Chargers 3 weak attempts, and they now trail by 5, 22-17, and they're 3 points away from going down 2-0 against the Raiders, against the 3-7 Raiders. Line drive, serve across. Raiders receive after the hit from the back row coming across by the Chargers. Kill shot, good dig out by Yellowhawk. Bernie for the pop-up. Yeager goes for the cross-court kill. Raiders in the back row receive and dig. Max Scott for the kill. Gets the kill shot. Max Scott took something off of that one. Chargers went for the block at the net. 23-17 now. Lyman with the lead. As Jordan Scott will, the freshman will go back to serve for the Raiders. Oof, man, that's a wicked serve. Chargers receive, they hit it across on the first hit. That's going to be tough at the net. Tipped across. Max Scott gets the tip and onto open court. And it is now 24-17. Chargers they have no answer for the 6-foot junior on the front row, Max Scott. Sister Jordan Scott readies the serve to try to close out the second set. Chargers on the receive, bad first hit. They work it over. Kill shot. Chargers get up and under. And they'll call the Chargers in the net. And the Raiders get the point, 25-17. Chargers are down 2-0. We're going to be back in 90 seconds getting ready for the third set. Chargers need to score one here to keep this going in this best of 5. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com, back in 90 seconds.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online. LambMotor.com.
Biggest lead for the Chargers was 6 points, and the Raiders then they started opening up as they took the lead 16-15, and they just cruised 25-17 down the home stretch to take the second set. They lead 2-0, 26-24 the first set, 25-17 the second. As the Chargers will get ready to serve now, needing this set to continue on this best of 5. As Yeager getting ready for the serve here now for Sully Buttes. Jaden drives it to the back row, popped up by Hoffman. Raiders pass it forward, left side attack, hit at the net, a partial block at the net, but the Chargers can't get under it and sustain any kind of a counter attack. They let it drop in and are down 1-0 here in this third set. As Brooke Palmer back to serve now for the Raiders. Good dig out on the play where the Raiders just skimmed that shot over, blocked at the net, and they'll call the Chargers in the net, and that'll give the either let them know it was off the antenna, so it was out. So Raiders point 2-0 now. Lyman with the lead in this third set. Palmer serves, good dig out on the play. Jaden got under it, passed it forward, but to nobody. Yeah, that's one thing, that initial receive for the Chargers, they just cannot seem to get it under control and get it forward so the Chargers can work it out up and over. Same thing with this one. It just hits up and off of the the rafter, comes down, and Chargers are looking for it. The next thing you know, they're down 4-0 here now in this third set. Back to serve, Palmer. Hits away, popped up by Yeager, popped over as Bradbury goes for the push across, blocked, and Jordan Scott gets the block at the net, and the Raiders get the point. 5-0 now. Lyman with the lead. Chargers set up for serve receive. Palmer, they've had quite a string to start it here. Chargers get under after the block of the net by tip of the net by Scott. Jordan Scott goes for the kill shot, drives it out of the back of the court. Chargers get on the board. 5-1 our score. Lyman by 4. Yellowhawk will check back in. Kateri to go back for the serve as Bradbury checks out. Whoa, wow, she got all of that one. Put that baby out of the park. 6-1. That is not what you're looking for. That is not what you're looking for when you need a rally. 6-1, Chargers trail. As Kinney tips it over as the Raiders push it across. Chargers get it from the back row. They work it. The Raiders work it forward center and go for a center net attack. And Chargers hit it up and off. Hit it out. Not under control. 7-1 is our score. A timeout on the court this early. Chargers trail in set number 3, 7-1. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 30 seconds.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Raiders are definitely on a roll here now, and I think they can feel it. They can smell it because right now they're up 7-1 in this third set. They lead 2-0 on the serve, popped up by Yellowhawk. Kinney takes a swipe at it. Bacher gets the third hit over and out and down for the Charger point. 7-2 now. Our score. Lyman by 5 in this third set. Back to serve is Voorhees. After Kinney checks out. And Sheridan drives it across. The Raiders are there, and they work it over to the left side for the attack. Cross-court shot by the Raiders. Chargers will work it forward. Bacher goes for the kill shot. Blocked at the net by sisters Mack and Jordan Scott. Blocked the net, and good for the Raider point. 8-2, our score. As 6-foot Mack Scott and then 5'10" Jordan Scott. Chargers cannot hit over that. Bumped across on the third hit by Yellowhawk. Raiders from the back row to the right side. They bump it across. Chargers work it forward. Bernie goes for the set. Quick set. Back row. Palmer on the receive after the Bacher hit. And point for Sully Buttes as the Raiders whiffed on that shot. 8-3 now. Our score. Lyman by 5. Bacher back to serve now for Sully Buttes. Hit away. Pop forward by the Raiders. They work it over. Oof. Yeah, they'll call that one. They call the Raiders over the net on that one. 8-4 as a reach over on the play as Raiders try to redirect and got too much arm over the net. Chargers on the serve. Ace on the play by Bacher. Page now 6 kills, and I think that's her third ace. Yes, it is. 8-4. It is Lyman by 4 over Sully Buttes in this third set. Hoffman hits it. Tipped, and the Chargers work it over. Now a bad second hit. Wow. That one, Chargers tried to parallel the net. That wound up on the scorer's table, 9-5, our score. 9-5 is our score now. Lyman by 4. Popped up on the play. Nobody there for the Chargers. Get lucky and get that one to go over. Raiders at the net. Driving it out of the back of the court. Scott for the kill shot. 9-6. Raiders by 3. Olsen back to serve now for Sully Buttes. Olivia. Good dig out on the play by the Raiders by Hoffman. The libero Chargers receive it in the back row. Both Voorhees and Olsen run into each other and hit it. I'm not quite sure where, but it wasn't forward and it wasn't controllable. And it's a 4-point lead for the Raiders now as they take the point, 10-6. Our score. Raiders back for the serve. Max Scott, the junior for the Raiders. Readies the serve. Hits away. Drives it out. Service error by the Raiders. That'll be their 9th in the match. 10-7 is our score. Lyman by 3. Chargers somehow, some way hanging around in this set. They need this set to keep the match going. Palmer goes for the kill shot, center net, and it was about 6 feet off of the front line, and it hits into the net. 10-8 now. Lyman by 2. Bernie for the serve to the back row. Popped. Oh, and a service error by the Chargers. That'll be their 5th of the match. 11-8 now. Raiders by 3. Hoffman with the serve. Popped up on the play by Tawny Yellowhawk. They work it over to Kinney. She skips it across. Dug out, and the Raiders, can they get it? No. And a tip, and the Chargers get the point. 11-9. Lyman by 2. Chargers desperately need a rally to go as Bacher checks back in, and Yellowhawk will come out. Tawny Yellowhawk will check out. Bacher checks into the front row. And they're mopping up some spots on the floor. And there they go. Get that. And the officials, the up official says go ahead and get her going. 11-9 our score. Lyman by 2. Ace on the play by Yeager. Jaden with the ace. That's her 2nd of the match, and it's 11-10. And the Chargers showing some signs of life. Let's see if they can do it, if they can tie it up. They've been in this position before. Hoffman receives. That's going to be tough at the net. Max Scott goes for the kill shot, and Brooke Palmer hits it down the line over the front row and in front of the back row. And Chargers were not expecting that and were caught flat-footed, and it's 12-10 now. Raiders by 2. Palmer with the serve. Olsen works it forward. Bernie goes and sets up the left side for Bacher kill shot. Raiders get under it. They hit it across. Bernie and Yeager works it forward and out. Up the Chargers somehow. Bacher hits it across. Chargers on the receive. Kinney sets up. Bacher goes for the kill shot. Chargers get the point. 12-11 our score. Raiders by 1. Terry Yellowhawk readies the serve. Last time she drove it out of the back of the court. This time it stayed in. The Raiders will push it across. Popped up on the play. Bernie gets under it for the set. Yellowhawk drives that one out of the back of the court. And it is now 13-11. And right now, the Chargers really, they are their own worst enemy. As we're getting mishits and not getting under control. This time they get on the serve. They work it over as a shot across on the play by Bacher. Raiders get it at the net, go for the tip over. Bernie gets a hand out and gets it across. Raiders go for the swing and can't get it. 13-12. Chargers trail by 1. Voorhees will go back for the serve now for Sully Buttes. Lyman 13, Sully Buttes 12. Raiders lead 2-0 in this best of 5. Voorhees with the serve. Good serve as it comes across. And the Raiders were called in the net, and we have a tie set. 13-13 this third set. Chargers need this one to continue the play. As Voorhees will go back for the serve for the Chargers. Knotted up at 13 apiece. Can they get a rally going? Voorhees finds the spot, drives it over. Received by Hoffman for the Raiders. They work at center net attack, hit across, popped up, and who's going to hit it? Into the net. Another unforced error by the Chargers. 14-13. They give the Raiders that point. Chargers being gracious hosts here tonight. Raiders lead 2-0. And lead in this third set, 14-13 now. It will be Montgomery for the serve. Wow. Ace on the play by Montgomery. Gets the ace, and it's a 2-point lead for the Raiders now, 15-13. Hit away. Popped up. Chargers on the receive as Bacher goes for the cross quarter over, drives it out of the back of the court. Too strong, too long. And it's 16-13, and the Raiders are 9 points away from a 3-set sweep of Sully Buttes in volleyball play Thursday night in Oneida. With the serve, that is Montgomery. Mishit on the play by the Chargers. 17-13 now. Raiders out front. Chargers set up for serve receive. Back row is Voorhees, Yellowhawk, and Yeager. Raiders pop it. Chargers receive. Fought forward. Bacher goes for the kill shot, and this one will count. 17-14. Lyman by 3. Bacher will go back for the serve, the senior for the Chargers. Ready's the serve, hits away to the back row. Raiders work that one forward, and down for the point. Chargers watch that one come across. I think some people were calling it out, weren't sure, and they didn't hit it. And it drops in for the Raider point for the ace on the play. 18-14 now, Lyman by 4. Pop forward and driven. The Chargers get that one across somehow, some way. Johnny Yellowhawk gets under it, pass it from the back row, front row. Yeager goes for the tip. Raiders work it over, and I'm not quite sure. Chargers hit it back and out, and it's 19-14. And it's a timeout on the court. It is Lyman 19, Sully Buttes 14, back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
After the Charger timeout, they trail 19-14 in set number 3. The Raiders took the first set, 26-24. Lyman the second set, 25-17. Raiders on front, 19-14 in this third set. And it is down for the Raider point. Jordan Scott gets the ace, and it's 20-14 now. Lyman 5 points away from a 3-set sweep of Sully Buttes. Jordan Scott, the freshman, drives it into the net. 22-15 now. Chargers trail by 5 after the 10th service error by the Raiders. Olsen back to serve now for Sully Buttes. Hoffman on the receive. Raiders forward. They get it to the left side for the attack. Popped it out. Chargers get under it. Bumped by Bradbury, and Yeager goes for the cross quarter over. And the Chargers, wow, I think the Raiders just did them a favor and hit on that one. 20-16 now. Lyman by 4. As Olsen holding serve here now. Chargers hanging on by their fingernails here to try to rally and take this third set. On the receive, Raiders get under it. Max Scott passes it over to Palmer, hits it across. Chargers, an unforced error, hits that one out of bounds into the bench, and it's a point for the Raiders. 21-16 now. Chargers another hit off, and it's like a fundamental thing that the Chargers just have not been able to master thus far this season. They receive this one comes forward. Bernie gets the setup to Bradbury, and it's hit out by the Raiders, and not a good second hit by nobody was there ready for the second hit. 21-17 now. It is Lyman by 4 as the Chargers get the point, as that initial hit by the Raiders went to the back row, and two players looked at each other and did not communicate. Bernie with the serve. Hoffman for the Raiders. They set up as blocked at the net by the Chargers. They work it over. The Raiders work it to the back row. Yeager pushes it across on the receive. Raiders go for the attack. Kill shot by Palmer. Palmer with the kill for the Raiders. Gets them gets them the point. 22-17 now. Lyman with the lead. As back underway, popped up, and Bradbury gets it across. Raiders with it. Max Scott sets up center net attack and hit into the net by Wagner. 22-18. Lyman by 4. Back to serve for Sully Buttes is Yeager, as Jaden Jr. for the Chargers. Ready's the hit. On the serve, Raiders from the back row. Max Scott does a quick tip across. There's 3 players, and finally somebody figures out who's going to hit it. They work it over. The Raiders get the ball tipped as it comes across. Popped up on the play. Bernie goes up for the setup. Bacher, kill shot. Down and out of the back of the court. 23-18. Lyman by 5. 2 points away from game, set, and match. Palmer for the serve. Popped up by Olsen. Bernie has to come back and get a bump under it. Bacher. I'm not quite sure what that was, but it was not a clean hit, and it's 24-19, 24-18. Another miss hit by the Chargers. 24-18 our score. Palmer hits away. Chargers work it forward. Tough off the net. Locke, can they get it underneath? Chargers drop it. They hit it and get the point. Chargers get the kill shot as I think the Raiders once again save the Chargers bacon. 24-19 now. It is Lyman by 5 as Yellowhawk is ready for the serve here. Chargers trying to defend that last point here and stop getting beat as Max Scott with the tip. Bernie gets under it for the set. Bacher goes for the kill shot. Down for the kill. 24-20. Lyman by 4. Yellowhawk, Kateri gets ready for the serve. Whistle away. Popped across, popped up on the play by Wagner. Max got back into the court, into the net. 24-21. Lyman by 3. Can the Chargers come back? Yellowhawk for the serve. Hits across, dug out. No, an ace on the play by Yellowhawk. 24-22. Lyman by 2. Timeout on the court. Raiders are going to take a 30. Come on back in 30. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
Tomorrow night, football action. Sully Butte Chargers on the road, taking on the Potter County Battlers. Always a tough matchup when those two get together. 7 o'clock kick, 6:40 pregame here on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. As Yellowhawk back to serve now. Chargers trail 24-22. Max got forward. They work it over for the right side attack. Hit across. Bernie underneath it, and this comes from the third hit. Bacher will bump it over. Raiders get it. They work it forward. Max Scott goes for the back set. Yellowhawk in the back row to Bernie. Bacher goes for the kill shot down the line. Charger point, 24-23. And the Chargers just like that. Can they get another point? Can they get this? Can they tie this one up? Trailing 24-23. Yellowhawk holding serve. Popped up on the play by the Raiders. It's tough at the net. No. Dug out at the net. Chargers get eaten up by it, and it's 25-23. Game, set, and match. Lyman takes down Sully Buttes in 3. When we come back after a 3-minute timeout, we'll wrap it up from the gym in Oneida. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com, KLXS Pier.